Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. This is a quick update. As you can see, I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on the XRP that I was talking about. You can see with our fib circles, right, what's going on here. And our volume indicator pro going on from this last pump that we have right here, taking into account where the major volume is. And all the major volume is right here at about $1.10. That's where most of it was traded. That's why we have this green support box, to where if you break that, it's going to fall down very fast. Now, if you take a step back here and look at this, you've had the volume decreasing ever since the big pump back here, right? You see that? I see that. Very good. Let's move on. This is going to be a faster paced video. As you can see right here, if we zoom in to this ring that I'm so concerned about and why I keep warning all my XRP holders and all my, most importantly, all my day traders, what seems to be my whole group. You guys seem to be day trading, and because you care about the day-to-day price. So this is a super simple, easy way that you can get at VGCInews.com. That's at VGCInews.com with all the latest breaking news that Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing is classes that'll be updated that are going to be super simple like this. Like this is a trading alert. And when I make charts for you guys in my paid classes, you can keep it and trade on it into the future, right? And this simple, what I'm warning about for my day traders and my hodlers are, you see when we hit this ring last time back here, see that in September, what happened? The price hit it. You can see where you came from. You came off a peak, you got close and got rejected, then started trading within between these and consolidated down into a bull flag. You see that? Where you traded down, where you had your upper resistance, your lower support, kind of formed a flag, right? And then you broke out and you hit that ring. Well, as soon as you hit it, you crashed. And when you crashed through all these rings, all the way down towards the center, all the way down to 92 cents. That was a 46.6% collapse, right? Huge collapse. It started on the 6th of September. Was the day, the great day, that was the day of the great sell and the great dump happened. And it happened so fast that by the 7th, the great buyers and the great bull market started, right? And then it came way up, and then it just slowly fizzled out and traded down and sideways in a tightening and more constricting range as time went on. Then you dumped again, right? And then you started this, and that was the COVID dump. Or that wasn't the COVID dump, that was a recent dump. And then you got pumped back up in this up and sideways fashion. But as we know, if we start moving some stuff out of the way here to clear this up in a super simple, easy way to trade this manipulated market, right? You can see that we've been trading up in this up and sideways where you got your lower support. Let's make that a little bit bigger. This is a key uptrending support. Let's make that a different color. Go with that light color, right? This is key uptrending support, and then conveniently enough, right where that volume indicator comes is key underneath resistance. Is why we got that box, right? And now if we put another line here, you can see since we've been starting from back at that 92 cent bottom, you got resistance, big wicks, resistance, 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 resistance. It kind of looks like we formed a big rising wedge, right? You could put it up there, but that's just an overshoot now if you see that. And then you bring that one's there. It kind of overshot it to this ring. And now if we zoom in now in a super simple, easy way to do technical trading with Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing, you zoom in now and this all starts to make sense. This all starts to line up with itself, right? You can see we're in this rising wedge, hit lower support. If I pull that down, but I got it locked because I don't want to move, just like I'm going to lock this. Or I could just unlock it like that. But if you pull that back, you see you got your lower support where you entered it back there. We're going to relock that so I don't move it. Lower support 1, upper resistance 1, lower support, a whole conglomerate here with our industry exclusive drawing tool 2, upper resistance, a whole conglomerate of it 2, lower resistance 3, and then a pump out, and what I think is a fake out. And look at that. Just like we always say what it does after a big pump, it comes back down and back tests it. And remember last night when I was on the fly driving, I put that, if we zoom in here a little bit more, when I was on the fly driving last night, I put down a line there and said what's probably going to happen is you're going to constrict, and bam, you're going to pop up and retest that $1.25 level, this upper resistance on this green ring, and that's going to start to slowly turn around the collapse, and then you trade down and it begins. And we called the front part of this out beautifully last night. I got a couple comments. You thanked me for that great TA because that was a 6-7% pump up there. Now I think it's going to start to level out and trade down, right? But see how it back tested that rising wedge that you broke out of? That's what it likes to do, and then you pump up, right? That would have been a buy signal to the ring, and now it's a sell signal. And now I think you're going to start trading down as the volume, this whole run up in this rising wedge, when we were in the far out time frame, there's almost no volume and it's dead compared to where it was when you started this after the big fall, after your big pump in the spring, right? So that to me is very bearish, right? I see this as topping out, running into this ring as major resistance in the mid-late October, and then you start running into the end of your apex here, and then I think you're going to fall down here, keep retesting. You can keep riding this ring down, right? You can get bought back up and you hit it, then you get bought back up and then you hit it, then you come back down to your falling wedge that we had that you broke out of, right? And then you retest that, then you bounce back up and hit the ring again, then you fall. Then we get towards the late October, right in the beginning of November is where the apex starts, and then I think you would have a big fall in a much faster fashion, right? That's a slow route that you could take where it just slowly fizzles out in an up and down fashion to keep suckering jabronis in and keeping the hope up as you ride this ring down, right? Or you could just fall real quick right now, come down here, fail support, come down to this ring and start riding that ring down, right? You could ride that down too, but I think no matter which way you take, the longer, more dried out, the longer, more drawn out, jabroni enticing, a lot of hopium and whatnot in there, could be out this way, and it could take all the way down to hit this technical target, which is the bottom of the wedge, all the way to the end of the month on the 1st of November, or you could crash it real quick and ride this ring down, right? See that ring right here? You could ride that straight down and make that target by the next week to 10 days. But I think a big collapse is coming in XRP, and I think it's going to be just like last time on the realms of 40 to 50% crash. It might not happen in a day like last time. Last time it did it in 2 days. This could take out a month to go 50% down. But I think from this ring's rejection, you're coming down towards this target down here. Hold on. You're going to be coming down here on this ring, probably to that 72-cent level. That's my short-term target on the breakdown, right? Whether it takes the rest of the month or 2 days, this will be my first overall major target for buying opportunities next. Is way down here, not to talk about the day-to-day 6-7% pumps that people like to play, but a major buy opportunity to buy from a 70-cent and then maybe hold it for a 50% pump up from there. But I think you're going to have a 40.69% collapse thereabouts really soon in XRP as you've hit major overhead resistance at this ring. And the last time you hit the ring, you collapsed. We're hitting the ring again in a rising wedge with crashing to no volume with an up and sideways price. Often you notice a rounding top as we are, as the buyers or the bulls get exhausted and the sellers or the bears take over the market and the price is going to come down. And that's what I think is going to happen, and that's where I think it's going to go. So that's what I'll watch out for in XRP. This is just a warning to all my XRP holders and day traders and swing traders. Just as the lines are getting the shit kicked out of them to go 0-5, you will get hammered, fleeced, heisted, and shysted by the charlatan criminal gangster cartel, the Ohio State University, brother. They will fleece, heist, and shyst you. But if you take Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing TA trading, technical trading strategy serious, you will fleece, heist, and shyst the fleece, heisters, and shysters and walk away with all the fucking money with our industry exclusive TA trading alert setups. Peace and love to the beautiful audience.